Roxanne, all she wanna do is party all night.
Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to AFL Evolution My Career. So, just an update, we will be making our AFL debut, but it will not be for the Sydney Swans. I requested a trade at the end of the last season. If you watched my last video, I did say that it was either going to be something drastic was going to happen in the series. We did request a trade, and our trade has been approved. We have been traded to the Gold Coast Suns. We will be on a young and up-and-coming team. We can build with this team. I was not getting a game at Sydney. I was playing in the NEFL. I was most valuable player, led the goal kicking, still could not get a game, and I decided to request a trade. So we are now at the Gold Coast Suns, as you guys can see. For some unknown reason, I'm not too sure if the fixtures have reset or anything like that, but we will be making our debut for the Gold Coast Suns, and we will be playing against the Sydney Swans. It's crazy to think that we have been traded to a team from a team, and we will be making our debut against our old football club. So before we get into the video, I think going to Gold Coast is going to give us a lot of opportunity to become a big AFL player. Gold Coast are a struggling club. We should have went in the top 5, top 10 pick when we were drafted, and getting the opportunity to play for the Gold Coast Suns is only gonna boost our... There's more chances of us getting a game. There's more chance of us leading this team and building a team. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun trying to build this team and trying to get to ultimately a grand final, and that's what we want. So I just wanted to show you my player attributes before we get into the first ever AFL game. It's been a long journey. It's been the under-18s, the NEFL, draft, Vic Country, everything, Sydney. It's all happened. As you guys can see, we are actually rated an 80 at the moment. Some of my stats have gone up from my last season. As you guys can see, we still have a lot of work to do in order to become a big AFL player, but it's finally here. It's been a long journey. We are on the Gold Coast Suns. Let's get into it.
Hi, I'm Anthony Hudson. We're ready for Sunday afternoon football. Perfect weather for football. It's a pleasure to welcome Gary Lyon.
G'day, Hutto. Today's an exciting match.
Today we have Gold Coast coming up against Sydney. Here comes Sydney. The banners look great as the players get set to run through them. Gold Coast burst onto the ground, and boy do they look ready. The fans should be in store for a big game today.
Of course, Hutto.
The banners are ready for the players.
Gold Coast have got a talented group in the middle. It's up to whether or not Sydney can match them in the centre.
The captain can't wait for this one to begin, and I think the crowd would agree too.
So here we go. Tommy Green's first ever game as an AFL footballer. We are underway at Metricon for my new club. Traded here in the off-season from Sydney, and we are playing against our old team. So we start this game off. We get our first mark of our career. We did play an AFL game in the March series for Sydney. We played 2 games, but we never got a chance to play in the senior team. So we are at the Gold Coast, a young and up-and-coming team. I'm excited to get into this series. We start this game out here. We're struggling a little bit just to pick up the pace. I'm not going to be playing on the same difficulties that I was when I was playing in the NEFL and all that. It is a lot harder to get touches. It's a lot harder to find the ball. And this Sydney team is good. So there was a reason we couldn't break into this Sydney team. But I did not want to hang around there. I couldn't hang around there any much longer. Not getting a game, struggling to get a game. I just couldn't do it. So we are going to be at Gold Coast for longevity. As you see, Sam Reid kicks Sydney's second goal. Tommy Green bursts out of the middle, get the handball here over to Murdoch for a chance to kick a goal. He misses, and we have our first score on the board. But Tommy Green actually started his first game pretty good. We have been in the system for around 2 years now. 1 year, actually, maybe, if we actually look at it. Actually, I almost had a chance here to kick Tommy Green's first goal, and our own player kicked it away. But in this first term, Tommy Green was racking up the disposals. You see here, getting the ball. That is what he does best. He does get the ball quite a lot, and he does touch it. But Sydney just a little bit too strong in the forward line. Sam Reid again having a chance to kick goal number 2 for the Swans. A lot of people have said when you get to the AFL, you got to put the difficulty up. The difficulty is up. It's a lot harder to dominate the games like Tommy Green was doing in the previous. But our first quarter, we did start the game off pretty well. It was our first ever quarter in the AFL, like I said, against our old club. Three straight 18, the Swans, 2 Gold Coast, 1 behind. It is going to be a big grind for this Gold Coast team if we are to become a very, very good team, because we are trying to get to a finals team. I feel like this is going to be a long grinding year for this Gold Coast team. My first ever year, but we do have a chance here to take a mark forward, and we do. So we have a chance to kick our first ever goal in the AFL in our first ever game against our old club. It is our first ever game in the AFL. Tommy Green lines up, it squeezes through, and Tommy Green has his first AFL goal. Welcome to the AFL. Tommy Green is here, and the Gold Coast Suns are on the board. So my first ever goal in the AFL, and my first ever goal as a Gold Coast Sun. It is good to be in the AFL finally. It was a long journey, like I said. So we push forward here. Tommy Green out the back. Naismith is not going to catch him. He's running here for goal number 2 of his career in, I reckon it was almost 2 minutes of that. He kicks an absolute blinder, runs to the crowd, lets them know about it. I am going to be live streaming a game probably next week, so make sure to look out for that. But we do get on a bit of a roll here in this second term. You see here, Sam Day kicks a goal, gives us the lead, so we do have the lead heading in close to half-time. Tommy Green was racking up the disposals, and as you guys can see, a more tattooed up Tommy Green. We are basically going to try and fill the entire body up as our career goes on. But if you have not watched any of the first episodes, go check them out. Go check out the episodes from the earlier series. So like when we were in the TAC Cup, then we went to Vic Country, we got drafted, we played the NEFL. It's been a long journey, but at halftime we do lead the Swans by 1 point. It was a good fight back. It just shows that we can win games, we can match it with teams. 3-1-19 to 3 straight 18. Tommy Green kicked his first 2 goals of his Gold Coast career. First 2 goals of his AFL career, I must say. 11 inside 50s. We did dominate that term. And you see Tommy Green, 14 disposals for Tommy Green as we move into a more quiet second half. So the second half, it felt like we did come back down to earth. We were struggling to get our hands on the ball a little bit. You see here we tried to link up for a 1-2, but didn't work out. And this Sydney Swans team come down here. Tommy Papley kicks off the ground and kicks a goal for the Swans to give them back the lead. We did struggle, like I said, a little bit to get our hands on the ball. I did not have the influence that I had in the first term. You see here, beautiful hit up to Peter Wright as I go past here trying to get the handball. But I was taken out of the game in this second half, get taken here into the last term. We go forward. We did have a chance to win this game. I'm just going to say that we had chances to win this game. But nice goal here from Luke Parker. I think he kicked 2 goals, Luke Parker, in this game. It's going to be a lot harder in the AFL to dominate games. Alir drops in the hole. It's not going to be like the TAC Cup where we were all over teams and you could just run forward and kick goals. But Tommy Green did have a chance here to kick goal number 3 in his debut game. He was up to almost 20 disposals to this point. I just mistimed it. I need to improve my goal kicking, and he misses left. He kicks that, and we definitely were a chance to come back. But I was taken out of this game. I was taken out for probably the last 5 minutes, and then I come back on for, I reckon, 2 minutes here. The game was almost out of reach. I thought we were a chance here. We went forward. Spoiled. If we take that mark, maybe we are a chance. But I kick forward, and we don't get the job done. But our first game, I just wanted to talk about and show you guys, give you an update where we are. We don't get the job done against the Swans. It is probably one of the first games that I've lost as a MyCareer player in the AFL. I didn't really think that we'd be losing too many games, but it's the AFL now. The Gold Coast Suns, we have to build them. We're going to have to build them up from the ground. But Tommy Green is a Gold Coast Sun. He's an AFL player now. He's played a game. We lose here 6-2-38 to 5-16-46. Tommy Green was pretty good in this game in his first ever AFL game. 23 disposals, 2 goals. It is time now to get the ball rolling, build this Gold Coast team up, and push for a final spot. It's time to build the career of Tommy Green. We're here. We've made it. I'll see you guys in the next video.